I'm not supposed to be here. Are we living in a dream? Are we living in a dream?
All right, so today we're going to be talking about warehouse jobs, factory gigs, okay? And whether it is, modern day slavery like they make it out to seem, okay? I just woke up from my midnight warehouse job, so I have some experience in the field, and let's just check some videos out.
I make $25 an hour just doing this.
But yeah, 25 an hour to just like slap a little like gasket on top of this unit of some sort. She got her headphones in, she's kicking it, getting paid. When I see this, it don't look like the worst thing in the world. I would do that. I do that. I do something similar, but it's not quite, my job isn't like a manufacturing line. It's just a little different, but it is a factory gig. It almost looks like he's punching out forks to me. That looks like the shape of a fork. But yeah, he's quick and he's definitely precise with it. If you can flip it and cut it out of the rest of that steel, he's definitely precise. He's been doing that for a while.
Oh, nobody wants to work anymore. Nobody wants to work anymore. Explain this. I've applied to over 100 jobs and I've gotten one interview. One. I want to work so bad.
Well, I hope when you go to that interview, you take that damn Rottweiler collar off, because I don't know how well that's going to blow over in that whole scenario, I literally don't understand why they post listings on Indeed just to not look at them. My guess is so they have a pool of people there when they need to look at it. You know what I mean? They already got like 50 people who've applied. We don't need to wait for candidates. But I can understand why that'd be annoying. Ooh, that's shaking me. I can't even look at that. See, I work at a food place, but it is nothing like that. Like, this is just cuts of just dead animal everywhere.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey!
Yeah, I never did. Like, that's why factory jobs are they're so vastly different. Like, one job can be so terrible and the other one can be quite decent. For instance, one of my first true factory jobs was working in a beer distributor in my hometown, right when I turned, I think I was like 18 or 19 working there. I think they were paying me 10 an hour to just take kegs off of a beer truck all day. And man, that shit was grueling all day. They weren't necessarily empty. Like, some of them were full, some of them were empty, some of them were half full. You never knew until you went to go grab them. They'd be stacked poorly, so when you open the door on the trucks, it would all roll out immediately onto you. Come on. I didn't last at that job long. I remember having quite a few times where when I opened the door and it almost came and my life flashed before my eyes, I'm like, this ain't it. $10 is not enough to make me risk my life. This looks like it in the same way. You fuck around and get E. coli or some shit, listeria. What the fuck is this? Shit is disgusting. He looked like he had a hazmat suit on though. Yeah, you would need a hazmat suit to clean that.
All right, here we go. All my 40 followers been asking for a day in my life. Wake up at 3 p.m., hit the gym at 3:45, had to do my spark plugs at 6. Clock in at 10, start making some ice cream at 11:45, baby. Let's get it. Had to move some stuff around in the warehouse. Gotta start cleaning the line. Now we put it all together, looking nice. Let's get it. Here we go, clock out 6 a.m. and go to bed.
Now that one was closer to my actual job. That was kind of how a food factory like that I work in is like. It's a lot of pipes and like hot water next to cold water pipes running around, and the machinery is like that. And it's a very clean place. It's not like a dusty like automobile factory or anything like that. For instance, the beer place was pretty disgusting. Like that was horrifying. I did work in the recycling plant of that beer place though, so it wasn't like the new product going out. But I want to key in on one thing here. Look at the end of this video here.
Nice. Let's get it. Here we go.
That's one of the best parts of working midnights, if you ask me. When I drive home and the fucking sun is rising perfectly on the horizon, and when I drive home, I pass this big, like a country, like a cornfield every morning, and just seeing the sun beaming off the damn corn stalks. And on top of that, it's funny, when I come home from work, I be driving so slow and calm. I'm just like, wait, whatever. And everybody else is going to work, so they're kind of pissed and they're in a rush. I can just feel it on the road. You can feel the amount of people that zoom around me and stuff because I'm just taking my time doing the proper mile per hourage. It's such a simple little machine, but yeah, they probably used to hire like 3 people to do that. And then everyone in the comments is saying 100%, 1,000% chance it wasn't workers not wanting to work. It was the employer not wanting to pay their wages. From the worker's perspective, it sounds bad, but from my perspective as a business owner, he did the right thing. Why keep people who don't want to work? Yeah, that's the issue with it. I don't know what the fix is because I can understand it from both sides. I can understand why somebody would be upset from losing the job to a damn robot like this, but I can also understand why a business owner would want to maximize profits and just buy robots instead of keeping people around that are just, you know, cancers to the company. Says, I don't know her wage, but I feel she deserves a raise. Hard, fast-paced work there. I'd be beat after an 8-hour shift. Yeah, the fact she's using every ligament she has. Sources say she was paid $7.25 an hour. Someone say, dang, they can't raise the machines 3 to 4 feet. Yeah, that was my first thing is I'm like, dude, her back is going to be beaming when she gets out of there. Got a backache watching this.
This one jersey, 200. 200 for a Kimber.
I think pretty much every factory and warehouse worker can relate to this one in the fact that sometimes you see the price of what you're selling or you see the price of the orders they're getting in one way or another and you're like, what the hell? How can they only pay me $20 an hour when they're getting this much money from these companies? What the hell? And he's looking at each little thing he's packing in 10 seconds. It's $200 each. As you start to look at it, you're like, damn, I probably made him thousands of bucks of profit in my one little hour of being there. But at the same time, it took somebody years to get that whole place running. So I can see both sides, okay? I wonder how people who work at Tesla feel. I'm sure they're not getting handed a free car. Maybe they get like a family discount or something like that. But shit, same goes with like what we call Rolex. Imagine people working at Rolex their whole life, never having enough money to own a Rolex.
I'm not supposed to be here. Are we living in a dream? Are we living in a dream?
Yeah, I feel that when I was, working in factories, right, when I was 18, 19, that was kind of it wasn't even wrong. It was just, that was a thing you'd caught on to. It was like, I'm sitting here, I just left my mom's house to come drive to work, and, this guy has like 4 children, and like, he's went bankrupt 2 times, and this is the guy I'm like sharing the floor with, and we're like, sharing the workload. It's all right. Everybody has different stories and different timelines and whatnot. You get to meet some older people, you get to make friends with some older people, and you get to hear some life stories for sure. Brother, you're exactly where you're supposed to be at. I don't know if you still work there or not, but you're young and exploring the real world. Hell yeah. Bro, I feel you. I've been sitting at my machine soulless for months, and I finally started to make content following. Yeah, sometimes when I was on a machine that like more of a conveyor belt type job, it did start to feel a little soulless. You would seeing the same thing roll out, and you keep moving the same part all night, no deviation, that can be rough. It's good to have a little bit of challenge and a little bit of mental stimulation behind this stuff. The easiest job isn't necessarily always the best one ever, okay? It can drive you nuts.
Chinese factory, working 11 hours per day, no weekends, 4 days off per month, $1,000 to $100 a month.
The fact they even got them serving their own food like that too, at least they provide food. Yeah, it says they eat better than me. Yeah, but would you work that much for $1,200 a month? Because I wouldn't. Negative. I guess that isn't that bad considering you get paid decently and your work is easy. Plus you get free housing and free food. I don't know, dog. I think that's still kind of rough. 12 people in a house almost. Everyone gets their own bed and living with 12 other people ain't that bad. I guess that's when, it's all about how you look at it, okay? Because I'm looking at that like, fuck that. But he's like, you know what? It ain't that bad. I think he just doesn't want to pay any more money for his fishing lures. He wants that Chinese equipment to keep coming in all cheap.
Let's go get a burger.
Now, before I came a truck driver, you couldn't tell me nothing about red meat. I was going to have me a good steak. I was going to have me a good burger. You know what I'm saying? Especially at a nice restaurant. That was me. You feel me? It wasn't until I became a truck driver, I started going to these beef processing places that I seen things like that video. You know what I mean?
ain't nothing on the animal that goes unused. Nothing. So all those bones, all that cow skin you seen, you know, they break that down, melt it down, they put it in makeup products, dog chew toys, a lot of things, you feel me? So, you know, a lot of that stuff I seen while going into those factories turned me off, and it made me stop messing with red meat completely. And then I started doing my research, you know what I'm saying, on red meat. And now I don't eat red meat at all, and I'll never go back. And me seeing that, maybe definitely not go back.
All right, that turned into like a whole like vegan thing, but I guess he's not even saying vegan. He's just saying he doesn't eat red meat. But I feel him. There's some things when you see behind the scenes, it makes you not want to actually eat the food. I mean, most people probably saw Super Size Me at some point, and if that didn't turn you off from McDonald's, you're just down and dirty. You're dirty, okay? I remember how they did the nuggets. I could still see how the nuggets was made to this day, and it still messes me up. I try to just tune it out of my memory because the nuggets are still delicious.
Tyson is the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Tyson,
have you been to the factory?
No.
I worked at Case one time. We had to go out there to that factory.
What?
I believe it's in like Lumberton or something.
No, I didn't even know it was. I figured it was down here.
Oh my, that stuff smells like hot ass in there.
I can imagine.
Everywhere.
But yeah, there's part of me that would just rather be like, you know, willfully ignorant to all of this stuff and just pretend I don't know about it. Let's not look too deep into it, because I do enjoy me a 6-piece wingding lemon pepper. I don't want to ruin this for me.
Not gonna lie, bro, like, everybody I know that be working, like, in Amazon and these warehouse jobs on some real shit, bro, like, you never hear from them again. Like, it seemed like, yeah, don't get me wrong, the warehouse, they probably pay y'all the best and shit, like, pay niggas the best, but, like, one thing about it, that shit gonna strip your creativity, and it's gonna strip your life away from you. You start getting a little bit of more money than other jobs, now your whole life in it, you probably get everything upgraded, now you know, now that's how they trap you for real. Then they probably give you a $1 raise every year. They trap you like that. I feel it though. I mean, it really ain't too many other jobs for real that probably pay like the warehouse, and I feel that.
Yes and no, because isn't that true for kind of like everybody with jobs? Anybody who works a 40-hour plus job is going to be harder to see than they were before. At the end of the day, work is work. People have degrees in a field they don't like or enjoy. Just make your money and enjoy life for real. It ain't that deep. Real ones know warehouse jobs are a stepping stone. Get in, make your money, and get out. They're talking about it like it's a stripping career. Warehouse job made me realize school wasn't so bad. Yeah, that's true. I done definitely pulled up some education websites as I've been on the job. Like, this shit can't be like this forever. I can't live like this. I don't know, man. If you work a warehouse job, or if you ever worked a warehouse or factory job, I want you to comment below and talk about what your experience was with the job. Was it good? Was it bad? Did you like it? Did you love it? Are you still there? How long were you there? Was it a day? Was it one of them half shifts and that was never again? So click this video here and watch. This is what YouTube thinks you would want to watch next, okay? Click it. Okay, comment and click it.